Hi, Mary.
Hi, Bryce. How are you?
I am doing very well. I'm very excited to be inside your home. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Not everyone gets an invite into the Cosby house.
No, not everyone. I preserve my peace here. I feel like this is like my nest. And you bring different energies in here. I feel like they leave their energy here if it's bad. So, yeah, only good energy, good vibes.
So who from your circle of friends is on the guest list these days, and maybe who's not welcome?
I don't have anyone that's not, like, they don't want to come anyway, so it's not like I don't want them to here, but I feel like Angie is probably on my good list to come anytime she wants, and that's about it.
Okay.
Sorry.
God is my shepherd, and you all look like sheep.
You are one of only a couple housewives in the universe of housewives who have stepped away from the show and gotten the invite back. You got something special, Mary.
I did. I feel like me stepping back made my worth appreciated and kind of showed what I brought. And I just feel like I'm gonna make sure that you guys appreciate me. I probably shouldn't say that, but it's the truth.
You're checked in, you're engaged this season.
Oh, great. I f***ing love this new Mary.
I ate dirt.
What changed for you? Why did you approach it kind of differently than we've seen in the past?
I feel like this season I went into it happier. I was ready. I was just present. I was in the moment. I was excited to be there. And I think that's what I didn't have in the past.
I found myself hiding rolls in my purse to take it home.
No, I would never do that.
I don't want her sticking bread in my purse. I can't even relax. She had to do it recently because when you're little, you don't have a purse.
Did you realize how funny you were before you were on television?
No, and I don't really think I'm funny now. I don't see it, but sometimes I do. And it's not like I'm trying to be. It's just who I am.
Your honesty is just funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite quote you've had on the show? Something that sticks out of, because you've said a lot of very quotable things.
I don't know. Maybe smells like hospital.
Started it all.
I feel like that one was my truth, and it really affected me.
You said it smells like hospital in here. That hurt me.
I don't know what you want me to do about your aunt. Her legs are gone.
I just never heard that. Like, who says that? Like, you smell like hospital, and she did. She really did.
Do you have any regrets of the things that have come out of your mouth?
I don't live in regret. I feel like what comes out, maybe it shouldn't. Maybe it should be a little. So I don't want to be reckless, but I have to be me, and I don't know how to be anything else. So
my favorite Mary Cosby quote is just, "Women."
That one's a good one.
That's a good one.
Women.
Which was quickly followed by,
Yeah, they're very old judgmental self. She has the snobbiness of a true Mormon. She don't even know she's looking at bread.
do you regret that one?
I don't regret it because, I mean, Bryce,
Do you still think Heather looks inbred? Okay.
No. Sorry.
Okay. Oh.
Well, I mean, like, it's okay. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, yeah. Just zip.
You added another quote to the canon in the season premiere with,
Pretty and thin. You're thin. I finally cracked the code. I lost 25 pounds, and now Mary Cosby loves me.
I like Heather how she was. I appreciated her. I felt like she had a good shape to her. She had a good frame. I don't like how she kind of paints that narrative that I want her to be thin, but I feel like she also needs the compliment.
Yeah.
Like, she looks good. If she looks good, she just looks good. And if she looks thin, I'm going to say it. So, yeah.
We step into season 5, and you have found friendship with Angie and Whitney. How
Yeah.
did that happen?
Well, Whitney actually apologized. She called me one day off camera, and she apologized to me and Robert Singer. And she told us she was sorry. She was like, I'll never do that again, and I'm sorry that, so she apologized, and I felt like that was growth. And I just felt like because she apologized, I have to forgive her. And I did, and I felt like we moved forward.
A large swath of this group, though, feels they cannot trust Whitney.
That was a f***ing lie, which makes you a liar.
I feel like they all have their untrustworthiness about them. Like, it's not just Whitney. Like, Whitney's not the only one that lies. I find it funny that they're ready to talk about Whitney when they all lie.
When there's plenty to talk to them about.
That's right.
What shifted for you and Angie? Because to me, it seemed like it all happened in real time at that reunion. You were a little still questioning her. She turns to you, she shows you a moment of kindness, of lipstick on the teeth, and then it was like, oh, a switch has been flicked.
I think I feel like I bonded with Angie when I had these 2 Tom Ford cuff bracelets. And she was the only one out of the group that knew exactly what they were. She knew the price of them. I told her I got them on sale. And I just felt like we had a lot more in common because no other women on this cast would know what my bracelets were, but she did. And I think that was my turning point.
Okay.
I really do. And the teeth, lipstick teeth, that was just a bonus.
Well, thank you, Tom Ford.
Yeah, I know, right?
So what does her friendship mean to you?
I feel like Angie brought me like a sisterhood. She feels like that sisterhood vibe. And I've never had that, especially with someone I have to work with. And I feel like I can trust her. I love Angie, so.
Well, on the flip side, we are going to watch you and Meredith drift apart.
You're sneaky little snarky little something. Leave me alone. Get out of my house.
What leads to that shift for you?
I just feel like it was just something that was simmering. It had like not cooked yet, just kind of simmering up into a divide with us because, I don't know, I just feel like our friendship was good, but it was never deep. And I need deep connections. I can't operate off kind of shallow friendships. And I just feel like I said the same thing to Angie, what I said to Meredith, and Angie took it and Meredith didn't. She actually left. So I just felt, and I told her, if you walk out my door, Meredith, we're not friends. And she walked out the door. Changed drastically and big time for me. Like, I'm just a person, I don't like abuse from friends. Like, if you're my real friend, then you know me. You know how I speak, you know what I'm saying, you get it. And if you're not, then you won't get me. And she didn't. And that tells me she doesn't know me as much as I feel like I know her.
You're not always the victim.
No, I am not.
Have a good day, okay?
Yeah, you used me for 3 years. I got the memo.
Why do you feel Meredith plays the victim?
Oh gosh, Bryce. I don't want to say anything derogatory towards Meredith because I feel like Meredith is a beautiful person. She's a good person. I love her. I just feel like in my situation with that day, I just feel like in that moment she was playing the victim. I do. Okay. But I don't, yeah.
Well, we'll see it all play out.
Okay.
We also are watching you call out Heather for what you see as two-faced behavior, that she doesn't really hold confidences with anybody and she shares stuff that's shared
Look at you. That's
without
beautiful.
permission. How are you feeling about Heather right now, and why did that cross you in the way that it did?
Just because I honor like truth and I honor like honesty and like just loyalty, and I feel like she's lacked that through these 5 years for me and for like just other people. I don't know, I feel like Heather's happiness is fame, and she really, takes a big, I don't know, she loves that. And I just feel like that's, I don't know, I don't think you should love fame. I think she puts it above people and it makes her not be loyal.
Mary, I love your coat. You know I love yours because I have the same one.
I love that.
That's so just
cool.
fine, Mary.
We have also watched you bond with Bronwyn, another fashionista in the circle. Mm-hmm. What was it about her that you felt like you could pull on that string and get to know her, where you haven't necessarily given other women that same chance? Grace, chance.
I feel like Bronwyn just, first of all, the fashion, we just automatically connect because I can appreciate what she's bringing and what she's wearing. We've never had anyone that just like gets it. And she gets it, well, sometimes. Yeah, most of the time.
Do you have notes on some of her looks?
No, I don't. Yeah, no.
You wouldn't wear the hot dog Moschino.
Yeah. I'm not a hot dog girl. I'm not a costume person either. Like, I don't like, so that was totally offended by the costume comment. It's like, no, we're not wearing costumes.
On the flip side of Bronwyn, we did not see you connect with Brittany right away. or possibly ever.
I want you to be happy for me. I'm just trying to figure out, why do we care? Mary, rude.
Have your feelings changed at all from that day she put her foot in her mouth repeatedly at the Bezos party?
Wow, I know. Yeah.
So you became like a hoarder, like
Not a hoarder, but that's
just
a little
like,
much.
I mean, I was there. I grew up poor, and so I felt like,
Why was I poor? I didn't say that.
I feel like she kind of got a hold of herself and kind of like stepped it up a little bit, and she's kind of more calm now. But I think we're good.
Okay.
We're good, yeah.
Well, I think we're barreling toward claims that she secretly records the group and gets confronted about that.
I don't want you around me. You record your friends. You are vile.
I don't appreciate that because I feel like everyone was in a rage, and then they all had margaritas, and then they forgot that that she was recording us, so she got away with it. That wasn't fair.
Okay, things to bring up at reunion, Mary.
Right?
You have also shared many of your rules to live by on this show, which can be a little funny sometimes.
Carbonation hardens your ovaries. I don't use public restrooms. I have to wait. Oh my God. I always wear a tampon and it holds it.
Is that real?
Promise. Get a tampon, you will not have to pee the whole time.
Which I don't know about the biology on that one.
Oh my gosh, it works. It works, I promise it works.
Do you have any other words of wisdom to share? Any kind of kooky life lessons you've learned?
Well, I did learn that animals don't even eat hot sauce, so I'm okay with now eating hot sauce in my diet. Yeah, things like that. They don't eat processed meat either. So yeah, I don't know where I came up with that, but I just remember just thinking about it. I'm like, well, I eat okay because if, but the God didn't allow the animals to do it, then he's not allowed. Okay, yeah.
Eat like the wildlife, no hot sauce. I also love your social media presence. You seem to just have fun online, but people always are getting on everybody's case about filters and whatnot. What's your message to the people who have a lot of noise to put in those comments?
I'm gonna always use filters. If I can use one today, I will. And I don't care if you don't like it. Because, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like everyone uses filters.
Everyone uses them.
I feel like they're fun. Like, it's not like I'm trying to hide it. Like, I use it, I filter it, I don't care. It's fine. Just relax, because I'm not gonna change it. So just enjoy them.
Little girl.
Well, we've got a lot of season left to watch. Is there anything you're especially excited for the fans to get to see and what's still to come?
I was a rage this whole season. I feel like it was a beautiful journey for me this season. I didn't have a bad season. My season was beautiful. And I don't even get when people say, oh, I had a bad season this year. And I'm like, really? I didn't? Yeah,
Is there anything that you are dreading making it to TV or that we need to brace for impact for when it happens?
maybe the beer part.
Oh,
Yeah.
the champagne of beers?
Yeah, the champagne of beers. It's not Dom Perignon, you know?
Well, this is the champagne of beers.
Really?
So Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
What year is it?
And I liked it. And I've never had beer in my life, but they had like a little, and I was like, okay, that's not terrible, but it's not the thing I'll ever try again.
Were you being serious when you asked what year it was from?
Yeah. I was.
You're like, what's the vintage?
Yeah, what was this? Yeah. I don't even think he came up with a year.
Well, no, I don't think they do beer like that.
Oh.
The same way
Oh,
they
that
do.
just, right.
Dom
Wine and
Perignon,
vineyards,
yeah.
right. Yeah. I love Dom, only because I've been to Champagne and I went to the Dom Perignon estate and I had a wine testing there and they went through all the Dom Perignons.
Is that where you learned the fact about so many people died?
I did.
In 2003, it was a heat wave. 5,600 people died, and it made the best grapes of all time.
But I feel like also tasting all of those years, that one was the one that stood out. And it was the one I took in my heart. And I love that one the most. But yeah, 6,500 people died. And it was
the best grapes.
Yeah, because it was a heat wave. And it produced the best grapes of all times. How about that? Like, it's like a bittersweet story,
Yeah.
I get it.
It's literally bittersweet.
It is.
Sweet grapes.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Lives, yeah.